Hey everyone, my name's HarryAtomic and it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's time for another Community Day video, and to be honest, I think it's about time we just got back to some good old 360 collecting. So today's Community Day video is going to be a wee bit different. I'm going to try and kind of like stretch my wings a wee bit here. As I'm sure you have all known, the channel has passed 1,000 subscribers about like 2 weeks ago, a week or so ago maybe. By passing 1,000 subscribers, what happens is you get a community tab, which means now I can post in like your YouTube timeline, which means I can chat to you guys like way more directly rather than having to make a video every time I want to say something. So one of the things I did with my brand new community tab, oh it's lovely, is I ran a poll and asked you guys a question and thought that this would be an interesting way to do some community days. Obviously I'll answer all your guys' questions and stuff, but asking polls and getting feedback from you guys means that we can kind of like work on a video together almost. Now the question that inspired this was from Sir Barbarous, who posted this back on the 30th of May 2019, so if anybody has any old questions, of course I'm gonna answer them, obviously. I mean, this is literally the first question that was ever asked for a community day thing. Sorry it took me so long. Also, Sir Barbarous is a mod on the Xbox Game Club Discord, so you should join that because we're playing through Castlevania Lords of Shadow at the minute. We're all going to review it at the end of the month. It's going to be great. We're chatting about games. Oh, so much fun. You should jump on. Links down there. Anyways, Sir Barbarous asked, an idea for a video may be how to keep track of your collection. So at the minute, this is just completely devoid of all sorting. It's literally been lifted from one house, moved to another, and just slotted in. So I thought that this would be a perfect time to chat about sorting and keeping a track of your game collection. So what I did was I ran a poll earlier on the community tab asking you guys how you keep track of your collection, and the results were pretty interesting. So I asked whether or not you like to keep yours on a spreadsheet, a collecting app, you took photos of your collection, or you just remembered what you had. It was strange, like 44% of all people who replied just remember what games they have on their collection, and spreadsheet was the bottom one, and I thought that spreadsheet would have been the top one from chatting to other collectors. So it's really interesting that there's like so many different varied ways of keeping track of your collection. So I'll go through some of the comments. This is what I'm on about, this kind of new kind of poll thing for community days where I can like just ask you guys a question and get loads of your feedback. So Jared Nahan says, I have a folder in the notes on my phone and there's an individual note for each console with an alphabetical list of games. That's a fantastic way of keeping track of your collection. 360, I think, depending on what region you're collecting for, can have upwards of like 1,200 games. So that will be a long list to type out, but yeah, that's totally viable. You can carry it with you on your phone. You can delete games once you have them, so you know that your list is kind of only games that you need to get if you're going for a complete set, or you kind of put a star beside the ones you really want or something. Like, I think that that's an interesting way of doing it. So yeah, good on you. Sir Barbarous, the person who asked the original question, see, it all comes full circle on this channel, it's mad. He says, I have a literal list on paper. Wow. That's gonna be fun to maintain in the long term. MSD117 says, I'm starting to consider doing up a spreadsheet. Game collection is getting a bit crazy for just memory. I mostly just go into my local game store and remember what cover it looks like, and it's worked for me. At about 110 Xbox 360 games and another 58 backwards compatible Xbox games, not including other collections, I have mostly a fan of Xbox. Wow, that's a really good memory. I think my memory started failing at, I think it was 60 games. I tried to keep like my mind focused on like what games I had, but I kept like buying in bulk, and that's what got me. That's what really threw me off, because I wanted a game, so I would go into like my local CEX, which is like our trade-in game store here in the UK, and I would buy the game I wanted plus maybe another 15. So by the time I got home and cleaned them all, cataloged them all, and put them on the wall, I kind of forgot that I got the one that I was looking for because I bought it in a big bundle. So I ended up then buying some doubles, and it kind of stings when you get home and you're like, oh yes, I got this game, and then you look on the shelf and you're like, I shouldn't have spent that money. It's times like that whenever you know you gotta like start properly keeping track of your collection, like spreadsheet wise, like you're saying that you are gonna start doing. But yeah, impressive memory. Andy Man says, I just use the CEX app and click the heart icon for every game I own. That's a fantastic way of tracking your collection, because you could just go on the CEX app and just like and you're good. Essentially what you're doing there is you're using the CEX app as a collecting app, which is really cool. I don't know if CEX support wish lists. I wish they did, because it would be handy to see when things come in stock. I also don't know if the CEX app works if you're offline. That's a massive requirement for me whenever I'm tracking my collection, because sometimes I'll go to like car boot sales and stuff in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes people out there haven't even heard of a phone before, never mind get reception. But yeah, that's probably the most like interesting reply that I'd read that, like that the most innovative solution, like well done. So Mike Simcoe said, I have less than 150, so mostly just remember, if I got much higher, I would definitely do a spreadsheet. Everybody seems to have such good memories. I feel like I feel like I'm like an airhead. I just can't remember what games I have. Even in some of my smaller sets, like obviously we focus on Xbox here, and you know, that's all good, but I mean, I do collect outside of that as well, just kind of a wee bit more focused. But I have, say, like 50, I think, like PS1 games, and I can't for the life of me remember what those games are, and I will buy doubles if I haven't got them wrote down. So yeah, again, Mike, great memory. So anyways, that was the poll that I posted earlier today. Hope you guys enjoyed me going through and like reading all your comments and stuff out on video. I think that like that's a really nice way of like involving even more of the community within Community Day, Wednesday day. So I want to like use this video also as a vehicle to move into like, I'm sure you've read the title, you kind of know what this is about. And what that is that I want to give something back to all the Xbox 360 collectors that come on and like say, you know, love your collection, or like ask me like, you know, what should I get, or you know, asking for advice. So I want to help out you guys collecting, and what I've done is over the last month or so, I've chatted to a few people and about how they collect, and like I've managed to get like people's lists off them, because it seems that people have a hard time kind of finding a complete list of like what exactly is a full 360 set. Major thank you to Dinoman. I'm sure anybody who's in any of the Xbox Discords or down in the comments below will see him pop up from time to time, but his list that he gave me was like 99% of the list that I've got now. I double checked everything and reformatted it, and I think I had to add like 2 or 3, but even then I think I only added 2 or 3 that, you know, were maybe not what he considered a full collection. Maybe they were just a few extra bits. But anyways, what I'm getting at is that down in the description there's a link. That link is to a Google Drive folder, and within that folder I've made a checklist of what I believe to be the most complete list of Xbox 360 games out there. Now there are some caveats. It's split into 4 tabs. You've got your general global release tab, you've got PAL, NTSC, and NTSC Japan. What that is essentially going to be a checklist that you can go on and mark off what games that you've got, and it means that you'll be able to hopefully better track your collection. It's something you can copy to your own Google Drive. I mean, it's not editable, you know, otherwise people will just meme all over it, but you can copy it to your own Google Drive, you print it out, you can carry it around, you can mark off your spreadsheet, you can, you know, hopefully help improve it as well. If there's any improvements at all, send me a message and I'll update it on the Google Drive, which means that, you know, everyone will have like the most complete list. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is something that we can all work together on as a community, and we can put together like a complete list, because it's probably my most asked question, where people ask me like, what list am I going for, like what list am I working off, or what set am I trying to complete, or does that involve slipcases, does that involve classics, does that... So I want to put together the most complete list of 360 stuff, games ever. So if you have anything, I know people collect controllers, I know people collect consoles, people say, like, send me all of it. I will update the sheet, and hopefully we can get a master list of every Xbox 360 thing, so people can go on and like mark off what they've got, and they'll know exactly how close they are to completing their sets. Anyways, this was about hodgepodge, but all over the place. It was fun to go back to 360 and chat about 360 stuff. I still have some ideas for 360. I have a few big ideas for 360, so stay tuned for those. Also, the game room is pretty much nearly done. There's like only a wee bit of tidying left to do. So I'm gonna say Monday will be the game room tour video. So I can't wait to show it off to you guys. I know you've seen this, but maybe you've seen the TV a wee bit as well, but just the whole room itself is just so nice. And I'll leave it to Monday. I can't wait. But anyways, if you like videos like this, then consider getting subscribed to the channel. I do 3 videos every single week. One on Monday, where we just chat about Xbox stuff in general, or just do some cool stuff. Wednesday is videos like these, where we do polls or questions or anything with the community, and we make a video between us. And Saturdays is when we stay up to date on all the week's Xbox news. Also, I mentioned it at the start of this video, but if you're interested in playing 360 games, we have an Xbox 360 game club at the moment. It's kind of like a book book club, but for 360 games where everybody plays the same game and we all chat about it. At the moment, we're playing Castlevania Lords of Shadow, which is the Games for Gold free gold game this month. So you can jump on, download it through your gold subscription, start playing, chat to us all in the Discord. We're having a great old time. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.